The rain continues to fall, but we cannot rest. We have to continue to clean out the areas behind the front line to make sure that our lines of communication and of supplies are safe. If we don't do that, the enemy might recapture vital positions. So let's go and make sure that this doesn't happen. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Raging Bridgehead campaign and Graviteam Tactics Mius-Front. Today, our scout unit here will try to defeat these enemies that are hiding out in this forest. So, let's go to the battlefield and let's take a look. Once again, we are looking at a very rainy battlefield. So, let's just start and I'll explain what's going on in a moment. Yeah, the weather, I'd say it is worsening. Yeah, the weather is rainy and the forecast promises more rain. Awesome. So our battlefield here does not offer a lot of variety. It's simply a forest. There's not much here other than trees and more trees. And we all know that the Soviets are not bad at fighting inside of forests and trees, so we have to be a little bit careful. Here's how we will approach this. Let me pull up the map. The northern group here, they have the ability to entrench, so that's exactly what they'll do. They are entrenched, they will hold the line here and make sure that no Soviets are escaping towards the north. Meanwhile, the two groups coming in from the west here will push into the forest to identify where the enemy positions are. After we have identified where the positions are, we will try to maybe pull back slightly and then return with overwhelming force and fight them down. Because I do not want to risk losing most of my men here just to clear this square out. That's not productive. So let's see if we can pull this off. I will accelerate the time. And at the 3-minute mark, the scouts will start to move in. So, just a moment. And we should see movements happening in about right now. Okay. The scout groups are now pushing in to... Well, that didn't take long. Something was discovered. That looks suspiciously like a truck. And enemy infantry was discovered as well. So, yeah, up here in the north as well. We're already running into the enemy. Interesting. Very interesting. I did not expect to make contact so soon. But it's alright. We'll deal with it. For now, let's observe. Are we running into pretty much isolated soldiers, or are we running into a proper enemy presence? At the moment it looks, I don't know, maybe supply troops? Maybe that's why there are trucks? Fighting inside a forest, that's terrifying. Especially when there's somebody up ahead shooting at you. And I hear PPSHs. So we're definitely getting into a close range fight here. I should ideally... Oh, there's a truck driving off. Away from the firefight. Well, it's not as if you can escape to anywhere. I should go ahead and tell these scout groups to be cautious. Because, yeah, they're really running into the enemy now. If they act with caution, it will help them a little bit. But right now, it's just who can throw the most grenades. And in this case, the Soviets kind of won. What are we facing? Are there scouts again? Can I find my soldiers anywhere? Hi guys. The grass is not rendering for some reason. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Weird. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure what I'm facing here. Are those supply group troops? It's possible. Because we are killing them off right now. We really are. So far they are not doing too well. It's very interesting. Okay, more enemies have been discovered. Oh my god, they are all over. And here I was thinking that I could find something like a strong point where I could concentrate my forces, but that's not looking very likely right now. There's just so many of them. Let's have a look. How are they doing? It's hard to imagine a worse environment to fight in, honestly. That was a weird glitch. And now the grenades are flying. Oh, hell no. I know what these troops are. These are sappers. This guy just threw a bundle charge or something like that. And killed one of my soldiers. So I'm running into sappers that are thankfully completely demoralized. Jeez. Yeah, the sound is glitching. This is weird today. But it's okay. It's okay, we can still enjoy this. Yeah, my men are advancing. This one is advancing a lot. Hey, you are the machine gun, you should maybe not be at the front of the formation, dude. Ah, you found yourself a nice place to sit in and then unload, right? No? Yeah, you saw an enemy, right? Yeah, you did, and you're unloading like crazy. I just don't hear the sound of the shooting. Because I guess there are just so many sounds being played right now. Okay, let's actually have a quick check on our units. So this unit lost 2 men. This unit lost 4 men down here, so they are in a bit of a bothersome situation. This unit up there is fine. This one lost 8 men. Okay. Guys, I gave you an order to just recon and to stop if you encounter too much resistance, right? Why are you not following that order? Okay, you are supposed to fight up to this point. But I believe... Yeah, okay. You are still okay. And we are taking some captives here and there, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, this unit is actually pulling back. This unit is now starting to pull back as well. Which is exactly what I want. Good. Very good. Okay. I think it's time to move the support weapons forward and to let them have a go at the enemy. I do have some machine guns and I do have some 5cm mortars that I might be able to use here. So let's see. This machine gun. Move yourselves up to there. This one, go up there. And your commander can go there. The enemy is offering a ceasefire now, which I'm not accepting. Machine gun, move them to here. Move you to here, and your leader can move over there. And the overall leader of the unit can follow like this. Okay, that will bring some machine guns to the front. That might help to suppress these enemies. Now for the 5cm mortars. They, of course, have a range of just about 500 meters, so I need to bring them much closer if I want them to be effective. Actually, this clearing here might be a very good position for them. Move there. Move there. Move there, and your leader can move to there. Get a move on. Good. Now, that's it for that unit. Let's check this unit. They too have some machine guns that they might be able to use in this scenario. So let's have them move the machine guns forward. And this guy can move behind the machine guns. Machine gun, bring it here. Bring another machine gun here. And have this guy just follow. Overall commander of the unit can go to there. You too do have 5cm mortars that are for now out of range, I presume. Yes, they are. So we need to bring those closer as well. Get the mortar going here, here, and here. And with the leader going there. That's good. Okay, this unit is now holding position. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. They suffered some losses. And the Soviets are resisting, although we seem to be pushing them backwards. We can see about continuing our advance once we have the heavy weapons in place. But for now, this is actually looking good. This unit, you are... Yeah, you have been hurt a lot. You have taken losses. Where the hell is this mortar going? Dude. Okay, turn off maneuver control on that weapon. Have them go here. I don't know what this guy is thinking. Maybe we can get them to safety, so to speak. Run back. Yeah, now you're suppressed or wounded. Good job. Oh well, I guess it's easy to get lost in the forest. If all you see are trees. Okay, we need to establish something like... Oh, that's... What's going on here? Mortar impacts or my mortar shooting up into the tree? It's my mortar shooting up into the tree. And now they're aiming somewhere where it makes sense. Or that's what I thought. It's difficult. It's very difficult to use a mortar inside a forest. As you can see, right now this guy is simply shooting up into the tree and... that's not working out too well. But okay, let's maybe try and get some kind of attack formation going here. So you guys, I want you to open up in a line, double line actually. You will turn off all that crap. And... yeah. Move to there. You guys, you are basically attacking, which is fine, so you will continue that. These guys, they are okay where they are right now. This unit has been kind of hurt with 8 losses, but I think it's important that they... Actually, we will have them go defensive here. Let's pull them all together, let them have go defensive on this position. So, as this unit is progressing, I will of course start to collapse the units that are holding in the trenches here and to move them together with them. So actually at this point I might already take this unit and I might get it into a flanking position, like so. Put more pressure on the enemy. Yeah, the heavy machine guns are arriving where I want them to, and they are starting to shoot at the enemy. That's... If the game had no markers, this would be super confusing, wouldn't it? Thankfully, we do have this. Without that, oh my god, this would be very weird. These guys are moving forward, crawling through the undergrowth. And shooting at Soviet soldiers. Please continue, you're doing a good job. Now the Soviets of course are fighting back. And especially these guys with their PPSHs inside a forest, they are super dangerous. It's a short-range weapon, but this is a short-range fight. Let me check something. There's actually something like a fire break here. If I can get a machine gun oriented down this lane, that would not be a bad thing. That's a mortar. Where are the machine guns? There's one, there's one. There's another one. You are closest. Let's have you come to this position. Pick up the gun, move. Let's see if I can get you sitting right here, aiming down this lane. This will allow me to block the enemy's movement in the rear over there. And yeah, the machine gun is coming. Yeah, do set it up there. That's actually pretty good. Okay. So far, so good. My units are all moving in position. They are all still advancing. And we are doing it carefully, cautiously, but decisively. And I might be able to get this unit here really into the enemy's flank. I'll wait a moment until all the heavy weapons are in position, until all the units are in position. Then we will make a move. At the same time, now that this unit is here, the presence of these units here is not so important anymore. So I might be able to collapse them inwards. We'll leave the heavy machine guns there for the moment, but this unit here, for example, they can take up a position next to these guys. This should work. This will help us to put more pressure on the enemy. I wish I had maybe one more unit that I could use as a mobile reserve. Because I would use that mobile reserve to move around the enemy and to advance into their rear right now. But I guess at this point I might be able to use these guys for that purpose. So while all of these are staying behind for now, I will use you guys as a flanking force to advance into the enemy's rear. Okay, you will go... No, actually, we won't do it like that. You will attack move, double column. Like so, that's fine. Well, let me think about this. Actually, do recon, double column. Cancel order maneuver, yeah, let's do it like this. Go over there. Also turn that crap off. Okay, they are forming up, they are moving. I should get something in their position just to make sure that the enemy can't escape. So maybe... Who do I have in reserve? Basically just a company commander right now, or some machine guns. Sure, I could bring one of the machine guns over. That's not a bad thing. Okay. Yeah, this is starting to work. Now with these guys moving behind, we will be able to isolate enemy forces and to press them from 3 sides, which will completely reduce their morale. Yeah, you can tell that these guys, they are not having a good time. They are fighting back for now, but I suspect that they won't be doing it for long. You can see that many of them are outright panicked. Enemy contact. Where? Did we make contact on that side as well, or...? No, they are deep inside the forest here. Okay, they are actually running away. Yeah, the main concentration seems to be here at the moment. So getting these units in behind them actually has another purpose. We are continuing to push these guys back. And, well, some of them will break, they will try to flee, and they will arrive back here piecemeal. And that's when these guys come in and cut down the retreating enemy soldiers. For now, this is going well. This is indeed going well. And I'm continuing to develop my positions. Units are moving up. The heavy weapons have moved up. We can check that. This machine gun is in a good place. This one could be closer. Yeah. Let's move you up to maybe there. Let's check this one. I think this is the one that's... Yeah, this is the one that's on the lane here. I can try to move it closer. To here maybe. So that it can support these troops better. This gun here can also move closer. Go to there. And your leader can move closer as well. It's important to check your positions from time to time and to adjust as required. These mortars now, they can also move closer, although, well, since we are in a forest, it's not going to be easy to use them. But we'll try. Let's move the battery up to here. Their leader will go there. We will certainly try to make use of them. These guys are still sitting up there. Okay. This battery, they are still way too far away from the fighting. They need to move much closer. Maybe, yeah, just move here into the trees. I'm not sure if it will work, but we will try to make it work. These 5cm mortars, they have bad range. Really low range. I'll show you in a moment. Move that machine gun to there. This machine gun can move closer as well. And your leader can move to there. These guys should be able to move closer. And you should too. Your leader, he can go to here. And the overall commander, go there. The thing with these mortars, if we look at one of them that's maybe stationary right now, I don't know, this one. He's not stationary. Let's check this one then. This here is the mortar weapon. They are deploying it right now. And apparently using it successfully. And if we check the range, then you can see 500 meters is this much. It's not a lot. It's really not a lot. They can just about cover the enemy's positions from where they are right now, right on the front line. Okay, this unit here, they need to move, because the enemy is getting away from them. Okay, try to move closer. And put additional pressure on them. This unit here, they are advancing nicely. Always on the lookout for enemy soldiers. And they can hear the battle that's raging on just a few hundred meters away. Yeah, we have to be careful what the Ivan does. Absolutely right. That's why you are there. Okay. But they are almost in position. And once they are, let's actually... what will I do with you once you are there in position? Maybe I will have you set up a defense in this direction. Like so. That should do the trick. At the same time, this unit can close in a little bit. Let's have you advance with smoke. This unit will join you. It's now time to tighten the net here. The enemy is very well suppressed. And as we have already established, they are not having a great time. Okay, these units, they are keeping them suppressed, and the units coming in from the north here, they are pushing them south. That works for me as well. That's fine. Machine guns are supporting quite well. And their main contribution is of course suppression right now. As you can see, it is working very well. The Soviets are not having a good time. There's so much machine gun fire zipping through the trees here. It's as if we have ammunition without end. And those aren't even the MG-42s that the Germans get later on in the war. As you can see, these things, they are just the MG-34. However, the MG-42s also do chew through ammo like crazy. Okay, it's working. It's working, the enemy is suppressed. The enemy is in fact so well suppressed that I'm thinking about assaulting their position straight on. I don't know if they will be able to resist or if we will just surrender a whole bunch of them. Or if we start a simultaneous assault from two sides. I don't think the enemy will have a good time when we do that. Okay, here our units that were flanking are right now being flanked themselves by some enemy stragglers that are retreating. But the enemy contacts are very sparse, so they will be able to deal with them. Okay. Okay, now these units are getting into position. They are well positioned indeed. We can take this unit and we might just go for an assault action here. So if we assault, you move fast. I don't want any particular formation to be used right now. What else do I have activated? This here, okay. You will move fast into there. You can't use smoke while you assault, of course. But you don't particularly have to do it. You are free to maneuver. Let's see if this works. Assault up to here. Use the suppressive fire that is being provided by all the other units. Okay, they're starting their move. And we should, in theory, we should be able to overwhelm the enemy. In theory, that's what should happen. By the way, do I hear vehicles? And what are you doing all the way back there? I forgot you back there, didn't I? Okay. Move closer to the action. No sitting back and enjoying the show. I do hear a vehicle engine. I guess it's one of the trucks. Yeah, the trucks are making engine noises, but there's nobody in them. Okay, so far so good. We have a good thing going here. This unit, they're skirmishing at the moment with the enemy. And we are pressing into this corner. This unit, they have taken losses, but during this assault action they have so far taken maybe one additional loss. They had 8 losses earlier, so I'd say it's going well, because the enemy is just completely suppressed. They essentially can't fight. However, this unit that I'm sending forward, some of them are running out of ammunition. Yeah, it's the leader. He's running low. Doesn't matter right now. They will be fine. Okay. If these enemies running... Maybe I should bring up mortars to support a further push. And to eliminate enemy soldiers. If I manage to capture this clearing here, that's actually a good objective. Secure this clearing and then bring in the mortar battery to here. Okay, so that's what we will attempt to do right now. You guys. You are to advance in this direction. You will advance to there. You're scattered all over the place, aren't you? You guys, I want you here. And the mortar, go to there. Once that clearing has been secured, we can bring in the mortar battery, and that will help a lot. Okay. Ah, we are taking some casualties now. Or are we? No, so far just wounded. But this assault has been successful, actually. And now that we have driven a wedge into the enemy here, it is time to get these units moving closer. So you will go to... Actually, do it like this. Go to there. And this unit will move up to about the same height, just to provide more pressure on the enemy. And when we are moving these guys, we of course also have to move the heavy weapons. So... please be so kind, and what is selected here that doesn't let me do this right now? This, okay. Go to there. You guys can move to there. Commander can stay a little bit behind. This machine gun. Where do I want you? There. And this one there. This commander there. And the overall commander can move up as well. That's working nicely. Okay, that's good. Now we have that unit. They can collapse inwards too. Can advance to this position. This unit here. They can do the same to here. Good. The advance is continuing. You do move in. Be a good boy. Very good. This... I think it's a solid... it's methodical what we are doing right now. It's not flashy, it's not too action focused, but it is methodical. And I hope it will help to keep the losses down. As much as possible, of course. Okay, this clearing, to be honest, it's looking more or less secured enough that we can bring in this mortar battery. So let's do that. This mortar, start walking. Okay, the mortars are starting to go. And we are still suppressing the enemy. Maybe I should get this unit moving a bit further to the south. Have to maybe push through and cut off the retreating enemies. Mortar shells are landing on the enemy forces. That's good to see. I believe that pretty soon we should start the enemy on a retreat. Like, they should break. It's not gonna take too much longer, I think. They have suffered many casualties by now. They've been reduced to basically a little pocket here. And if we keep pressing them, they will retreat off the battlefield. So far this is working well. Actually, this unit has moved up so far without encountering serious resistance that they can move even further. We have taken more captives now. Okay, some enemies were hiding in between my soldiers. They are now surrendering because they realize that they are completely surrounded. This unit can move closer as well. And you guys, yeah, do move in. Let's finish them off. There's a commander here. Once these figures die, the enemy is gonna be done. They are very suppressed. That allows us some freedom of movement. We could... You know what, this unit, they suffered 5 losses. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. I could have them push up very aggressively. And I will do that once these units are in position. I will have these guys just basically storm this area while the enemy is suppressed. Okay, we are making good progress. Where is this guy going? Are you really moving towards the front line? No, you're not. You're now suppressed. And the enemy retreats. Okay. That's it. We have done it. The enemy is retreating off the battlefield. My man will use the remaining 3 minutes to kill as many of them as possible. Well, I did say earlier, this is not a flashy battle. It's not super action-packed. There are no tanks. It's just infantry fighting inside the forest, where you can't see much else other than trees. But it is methodical and it is successful. And it will completely push the enemy off the map here in the south. And now the hand grenades are flying. Good assault action. Oh, no, a grenade came back. Ah, it happens. I will have some losses, absolutely. But the enemy will be defeated here in the south. So, that's okay. It's not too terrible. One and a half minutes remaining, and this guy has a PPSH. We don't like that. However, hand grenades. Yeah, hand grenades. He's wounded now. And suppressed. Pretty much both. I don't think he will recover in time before somebody else decides to throw a grenade his way. Oh no, he is recovering, and he has picked up a Mosin. And he is actually shooting. So, could somebody please... Yeah, that's okay. That did the trick. Some of them are still resisting. But it's hopeless. It is absolutely hopeless. They've suffered too many losses. The field is ours. I am running low on ammunition on some units. I'm noticing that. That's interesting. But the battle is done. We suffered 16 casualties versus 81 on the enemy side. But they have been forced to retreat. So that's good, and yeah, they suffered horrendous losses. They actually had no heavy weapons with them. A scout unit was with them, that is still alive. But other than that, we mostly killed everyone. I think this is maybe a truck or two that escaped. These guys are so done. Let's check the battlefield really quick. Yeah, we did capture some trucks here. That's good. Always good to have some trucks. And the enemies that we can still see, nah, they are done. Let's see, what were we fighting? Headquarter unit of the 96th Artillery Regiment. Oh, that's interesting. Supply troops and trucks. Okay. What else was there? 275 detached machine gun battalion. Okay. Battery commander. AT gun company command. Okay. Who were you? You were... oh, same unit. 3rd company, 2nd platoon. Rifleman. Yeah, you didn't do too well. And sappers. I knew it. It's a headquarters company of a sapper platoon. And the commander is still alive. Apparently, yeah, he is. But his sappers are mostly dead, although this unit managed to sell their lives not so cheap. Engineers. These guys, I think they could have been very dangerous if their morale wasn't broken. So they were not too combat effective by the end. But okay, quick look at the achievements, nothing special today. And with that said, let's return to the operation and see what we achieved. There we go, battle group defeated, platoon routed. And the enemy has been pushed completely off the map here in the south. There's still this unit remaining. And we still have a machine gun unit here. And some unknown units over here. We will still have to fight them. And I do hope, it is now turn 11 of 12, I do hope that we get another turn. Or is this now the end? I'm actually not sure. Shall we check together? Is this the end, or do we have one more turn? Let's do it. Next turn. Together. Right now. Okay. Here is the briefing, the historical situation. According to intelligence, the enemy withdrew from their positions and retreated north into the forest area. Earlier, the 41st... I see, what does that stand for? Army Corps. Yeah, the 41st Army Corps headquarters had expected that the enemy would try to prevent the corps units from leaving the forest area north of Luga, relying on their strong artillery. The next day, the 1st Tank Division units were ordered to advance in the direction of Ustia. Okay. We kicked their ass, historically speaking. It was very confusing for a few hours, but apparently the enemy simply retreated. And the 1st Tank Division units were ordered to continue on north towards Ustia. Let's end this. And we still do have one more turn to play with. Some units are getting repaired, that's nice. And we are getting resupplied. Units are digging in. More enemy units have reformed. Look at that. Okay. That's interesting. Yep. More enemy units have reformed. There's even a unit that has entered the battlefield up here in the north again. That was to be expected when we leave such an opening. But for us it's important to keep ISWOS, and we will have to take care of these guys. We will be able to do that. But that's something for next time. For now, I hope you enjoyed this little battle inside a small forest, and I am looking forward to seeing you again next time. Until then, have some great days and goodbye.